Welcome into the Triple Option presents the Offseason. I'm Paul Catalina. We're going to go through as many teams as we possibly can before the start of next season and say what happened to them, why they were good, why they were bad, and how they can improve in 2024. Right now, we're in the Big 12 with the Kansas Jayhawks coming off an 8-4 season, something many people thought impossible just 3 years ago. Lance Leipold has come in, improved the team year to year since he's been there. They are 8-4, close losses to Oklahoma State, to Kansas State, and to Texas Tech, and a blowout loss to Texas, who, as we know, is a CFP team. So not so surprising there. But how did they get to 8-4? And maybe why weren't they a little bit better than 8-4, even though it looked like at times they could have been? First off, quarterback injuries. Jason Bean had to step in and played really well for Jalen Daniels, who did get injured once again this year. That is one of the big tragedies of the Kansas Jayhawks, in that Jalen Daniels, one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country and a guy who can keep you in every game, is very injury prone. They are getting him back next year, but they had to navigate most of the season without him. Jason Bean did a great job, but he also got hurt down the stretch and in and out of the lineup. Not a way to consistently win games, especially at the quarterback position. Also, one of the better things about Kansas this year from last year and how you improve from 6-6 to 8-4 is toughness on defense. Very much improved on D. They were able to get stops in key moments. Look, they played a game against Tech. Yes, they lost it, but it was 16-13. That would not have happened with the 2022 Jayhawks. There is no way a game would have been that low scoring, but they made key stops in key situations, something they weren't doing, especially when the schedule got tougher in 2022. They did it in 2023, much improved on the defensive side of the ball. And finally, what's the one thing about the Kansas Jayhawks that's super consistent is their super coach and superb coaching in Lance Leipold. He's one of the best at this in the entire country. And look, he's gotten Kansas to back-to-back bowl games. Yeah, that's one of the best coaches in the country. His name is mentioned for every open job because people think there's no way he'd want to stay at Kansas. Well, this is his program now. They're building a new stadium, or improving the stadium that they have. It's going to be an amazing run for Lance Leipold as long as he's there, because he's got the wherewithal to absolutely turn the Jayhawks into a regular Big 12 contender, as he's proven over his first few years in the program. All right, how do you get better in 2024? You keep Jalen Daniels, this guy here, healthy. If they can keep him healthy, this is going to be a team that is going to win a lot of games in the new Big 12. Look, it is a completely new league with 16 teams, and the teams with the most experienced and best quarterbacks are going to have a leg up on everybody else. So the more that this guy takes snaps for the Jayhawks, the better things will be. Also, keep building up that defensive talent. They've got playmakers on that side of the ball. They've been really good at identifying guys who fit Kansas, who fit the scheme, and will come and play there. Keep on doing that. Load up on that. Transfer portal is going to be a big thing, but also through your high school recruiting has been pretty fruitful for Lance Leipold and the Jayhawks. So keep on building up on that side of the ball. And finally, and most importantly, you've got a great offense, and you've had a great offense, but you lose offensive coordinator Andy Koltelnicki to Penn State. Who do you replace him with? Jeff Grimes. Now, that may come as a shock to a lot of people, especially in the 2-5-4, because of the way that Baylor's offense performed in 2023 that saw Jeff Grimes get shown the door in Waco. But he was a very elite offensive coordinator when he came to Waco, had an elite offensive season in 2021, and then just couldn't adapt the talent and the offense and the scheme all together, and kind of was part of all the wheels falling off on that side of the ball. But Lance Leipold, an elite coach, and elite coaches are also elite coaches of coaches. I know that's a lot of saying the word coach, but he's a developer of coaching talent. Andy Koltelnicki at Penn State for a reason, because Lance Leipold develops his coaches. And Jeff Grimes probably needs a little bit of a refresh, given everything that happened at Baylor. He left on fairly good terms, and it was just time for a scheme change in Waco. They run the wide zone in Kansas is a little bit different, but his concepts plus the concepts that Lance Leipold already has should work out well, especially, again, like going back to point number one in this little part of it, keeping Jalen Daniels healthy. If you grow him back into an elite offensive coordinator, you have a great chance to win the Big 12 in 2024. That's going to do it for our rundown on Kansas in the offseason. Please like and subscribe to the channel. We've got much more videos coming to you.